So hello guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope you all are absolutely fine and sound. In this video we'll cover this important amazing lab. So first of all, click on start lab and you have to just open the cloud console incognito window. Now if you're new to this channel, do like the video and subscribe the channel. Now for this lab specifically we need a GitHub account. Okay, we need a GitHub account. So how you have to do? First of all, type GitHub on the search box and then what you need to do, just click on sign up to GitHub and just create the account. Basically here you have to just enter the simple steps and then create an account. Now if you have already created account in the GitHub, then just click on the sign in. I already have account, so I'm signing in. Now here you may get some kind of OTP. Basically if you are enabled two-factor authentication, then you will be able to sign in using the OTP in the mail. So once you are done with this, come to the Cloud Shell and just click on I understand. Now here please pay attention to each and every step because this lab is very tricky and you need to follow each and everything step by step. Now here click on I agree and continue and just activate your Cloud Shell. Okay, just activate the Cloud Shell and I think the video duration will be little longer, so do not panic because we have to complete the lab without any issue. Now click on continue. Okay, click on continue and just authorize yourself. Now just click on authorize. Now let me increase the font size first of all because many of the participants are using mobile phone for doing arcade challenge. Now here come to the task number 1. The first thing is that we have to set the the region and zone. Then the second thing is that we have to copy basically the files which will be used for this lab. Now the third thing is that we'll unzip those files. And after that we'll change the directory in which we will be working. Now the first step is that we have to create a cluster. So just copy it and paste over here. Now this cluster creation may take 5 to 10 minutes, so you need to wait for it. Meanwhile, in case you haven't liked the video yet, do like the video and subscribe the channel. Now let's wait. Here basically the cluster has been successfully created. You just wait for a few seconds. Yes, it has been created. Now we have to move to the lab instructions and check the score for this particular task. Now the next step is that we have to just set up the Helm. So how we'll set up? Come down here and just copy it from here. Just paste over here and hit enter. Now again you have to just copy the second command also. Come back again to the lab instruction. And please follow the please follow step by step guys. Now here we have to install the agent, so just copy it and basically it will take time, and if you get any kind of error you need to start the lab again, and if it works then you can just proceed. Now wait for some time and it will automatically show the output. Here basically once it's done, we'll come back to the lab instruction, wait for some time, and finally after waiting for 3 to 4 minutes it's done. Now just come back again to the lab instruction and check the score first of all. Now the next step we have to follow is that we have to just connect to Jenkins. Okay, you heard it right, we have to connect to the Jenkins. So now once you have got the score, come down over here And the first thing is that we have to create this role binding. You have to just run this command, and then we have to just run this export command after it. So just run it like this, and then we have to just connect to the Jenkins. So how we'll connect it? Let me show you. You have to just click on it. And now regarding the username and password, first of all, understand that you have to click on this button and click on preview on port 8080. Now regarding the username and password, you need to come over here, and here you can see this is the username. Basically admin is the username, and the password is this. You have to drag your mouse cursor from here to here and then just copy the password like this. So once you have done this, if it asks, then only you have to do. Don't do intentionally, because here just come down over here, and the first thing is that we have to cd the sample repo, and then the next thing we have to just create some production and Kubernetes service. Basically we are creating the Kubernetes service. So just run one by one all the three. Okay, just run one by one, and this one also. Now once you have done this, you have to check the score. Now for here the lab takes time to update the score, so you need to wait for at least 2 to 3 minutes and then try again to check the score. So just wait for some time and try again. Meanwhile, let's run the other commands also. So let's come here. If you try to check the score and you are not getting the score, we can move ahead for some time. Now the next command is that we have to just come over here, and you can see we have to run this command after scaling. Okay, now here external IP is not being shown. Once the external IP is shown, we will move forward to the next task. Okay, now you can see we got the score for the previous task. Now it's time for the next task. So just fit again, basically paste the command again, and then hit enter. Okay, now here you can see the external IP is generated. Now open a new tab and paste over here, and then hit enter. Now here basically you have to click on continue to site, and here you can see the backend service is now ready. Move forward to the next step that we have to run for the front end. So just come over here and copy this and paste on the Cloud Shell. Similarly, run the second command, and there we will get the version output. So here you can see we got the output. Now the next part lies in the GitHub repo. So basically we'll be initiating the GitHub and signing in with GitHub. Now here, please pay attention. The first step is that you have to just hit enter, then again hit enter. Now type Y and then hit enter. Now again hit enter, and once again. Now here you have to click on this URL. Now here make sure you are signed into your GitHub account. If you are not signed in, it will ask to enter the username and password, and then you have to just click on continue. And then here you might get an email, basically code, if you have enabled two-factor authentication. Now here for the app code basically which is being displayed, you have to just paste over here like this and continue. Now just click on authorize GitHub. So finally we are done with this part. Now once you are done with this part, it will be signed in automatically. Now let's create the repository. So just paste this command to create a repository. Basically it is a private repository. Now initiate the command. Now after that we have to just configure the credentials, and once it's done we will move forward to the next step, that is basically we are adding origin. So once all these things are done, we have to just run the commit, add, commit, and then push it. Now once it's done, we'll move forward to the Jenkins UI. I think so. So yes, we are in the Jenkins UI now. Now here if you haven't opened, you have to open like this. Now come to the Jenkins page. Now from here you have to just go to the settings icon, click on it. It will take time to update. Now from here scroll down, and in the security sections you can see credentials is here. You have to click on it. Now click on the system. Now click on this. Now click on add credentials, and here you have to select the Google service account from metadata, and the metadata ID will be project ID. So just copy the ID like this and click on create. Now once you have created this thing, you need to come to the manage Jenkins, and then here in the notes section, wait a second, here you can see you have to click on cloud, then click on new cloud. Okay, now for the name you can write any name, there is no restriction, so just write any name and click on Kubernetes, and just create it. Now here basically you have to enter this URL, Jenkins URL and Jenkins kernel field. So just copy it carefully, make sure there is no any extra space, scroll down, come over here, just paste over here like this. Similarly for this also, copy it carefully, paste over here and just click on save. Now once you have done all these things, open your notepad, you will be needing it. Now here this is the main thing, so you have to just copy this one and here you have to enter your GitHub repo Gmail email, basically your personal email with which you have created the GitHub account. So you have to use that email. So here you have to go to email section and just copy your email, and then here you have to just replace it from here to here and just copy it and paste from the Cloud Shell. Hit enter. If you see this kind of output, just paste it and hit enter. Now here lies the most important part. We have to download some of the files. So we'll download one by one. It is very simple. I will tell you how you can do. Now here first thing is that you have to click on these three dots. Click on the basically download option. Now from here navigate to the, like this you have to navigate. Let me zoom in. Now here you can see this continuous deployment. You have to click on it. You don't have to zoom in, you have to just follow as I am doing. Now from here you can see the sample app, click on it. Now just use this scroller and here two files, id.github and id.github.pub. You have to download both the files to your local system. Okay, so just download it, click on it and click on download. Now once you have downloaded, you have to just save it. And now we have to download another file also. So let me show you which file we have to download. Again, go to this, download, locate the files, and from here, let me zoom in again. Continuous deployment, come over here, and you have to download the next file. If you have downloaded, which file you have downloaded, you only remember. I have downloaded the id GitHub file. Now it's time for basically id GitHub file. Okay, so basically I downloaded the pub file. Now it's time for id GitHub file. So just run this and download it. Now we have downloaded both the files and here we require three files. One file will be created later on, so just please pay attention to these files and steps. Now here we have done these things. Now from here you can see SSH and GPG keys. Click on new, and for that wait for a second, you have to just paste the name. Okay, just paste the name like this. The content code you can see here, it's GitHub pub. So you have to just click on downloads and just open the file. Okay, you can use your personal notepad also. And now here the code will be shown. So if you get any kind of error, you need to just close it and then just close the notepad. Just open this download button and just click on it and click on notepad. Now here you can see, wait for a few seconds. Wait for a few seconds. You can also directly open using the folder option. So it's taking time in my case. So finally it's open now. Now here all the contents just copy from Control A and then you have to just minimize it and paste over here and just click on add SSH key. Now once you are done with this, come over here in the lab instructions, and now we are done with this first part. Now we have to configure the Jenkins SSH key. So how we'll configure it? Let me show you how we'll do. So come over here and click on manage Jenkins and then just come over here and click on credentials, and in the store scooped to Jenkins, click on it. Now again click on global, and here you have to just wait for a second, click on add credentials. Now for the credentials, basically you have to select the SSH username with private key. Now here the first thing is that ID is our file name with project ID, I think so. So yes, the project ID dash SSH key, you can see here 7 number. On task number, which task number it is? 8. So just copy it from here and paste over here. Now the next important thing is that we have to just click on the username. For username, you have to come back to your GitHub repo, and this is your username on the top, whatever it is showing. If you are unable to find it, you can click on the public profile and from here you can copy it. Or another way is that you have to open your profile like this and then you can open it and copy it from here. So just copy it from here and just paste the username. Now you have to just click on private key, enter directly. So how will find the private key? You must be knowing we have downloaded 2 files and we'll be using one. So here, once you click on private key, you have to click on add. Now you need to just go to the downloads. How will find the downloads? Let me show you. So here you have to just open this txt. Okay, you have to open the txt, not pub1. Now control A, control C, and then just paste over here like this. Now once you have pasted, click on create. It will take some time. So finally it has been created successfully. Now once it is created, it will show like this. Now suppose you make any mistake, so what you need to do, you have to click on it and just come over here and update all these things. If you want to replace the private key, like you make any mistake and you are getting error, you have to just come over here and replace the private key. I am showing this because chances are there many of you may make some kind of mistakes. Okay, so this was the main thing. Now here basically you have to hit enter. Now come back to the lab instructions once again. Okay, you don't have to change anything over here. If you want to change, like you made error, you have to just do like this. Okay, now please follow the video instruction. Now click on manage Jenkins. Now come back to the lab instructions and run this file. We are downloading a known host GitHub file which will be used. Now once you are done with this, the next step is that we have to download this file. So how will download? You know it better now. We have to just use these 3 dots and locate this file and download it to our local system. So first of all, come over here in the manage Jenkins. Now from here you can see that, let me show you, yes, security. Come over the security page, and from here you have to just scroll down, and here you can see that the host verification key, type manually in. Okay, manually provided keys you have to select. Now click on these 3 dots and then click on download and then just locate the files. Let me zoom in again. You have to just locate the files like this. Open this folder also and then come down, click on the sample app, then again click down, and here known host GitHub. So just download it to your local system. You have to just save it to your local system, and once it's saved, just exit the screen. Basically just go zoom out of the screen. Now open it in a notepad, and then we have to just control A, control C, and then we have to just paste over here. Okay, and then we have to just save it also. So make sure you save it once you paste it. Now this has been successfully added. Now we'll move forward to the next step of this lab. Come over here, and here you can see this is the, basically we have to create new environment, basically new item we can see. So click on new item, and for the name they have mentioned the sample app. So you have to use the sample app name, copy the name, and here select multi-branch pipeline and click on OK. So once you click on OK, now here you have to enter the display name and source. So for source, click on get and then click on add. Sorry, wait a second. Now here basically first of all the project repository which we have to do. Come back here and copy it and then paste over here like this. Now for the username, here is the username, you must have been known. Now replace the username like this, paste over here once it's done. So basically once the username is updated, we have to come over here and select the credentials as our GitHub user ID. Now once these 2 things are done, then basically we have to run this and update it to 1 minute. So all these things are clear. Now click on save. Now once you have saved it, it will start doing its action, and once it shows success, we'll move forward to the next step of this lab. Now here you can clearly see that the status has been checked to success. Now we'll move forward to the next step of this lab. So come over here, come to the basically to the task number 5, and here just we will be using the personal editor. So just open the editor directly. I think it will be better if you follow the video and you will complete the lab, because lab is very complex. You won't be able to complete directly and chances are there you may miss something. Now open this folder. Once the folder is open, we have to just navigate. If you want to view the files from other directory, you can view it. There is no issue on it. Okay, now here they have mentioned that we have to open the basically sample app files. Okay, so first of all wait for the shell to load. Here you can see we are in the sample app directory, so we have to just open the sample app, and from here which file we have to update? First thing we have to update the Jenkins file. So first thing is that you have to update the project ID from here. So just replace the project ID from here to here, and then we have to update the cluster zone. So where you'll find the zone? In number 4 you can see the zone updates periodically, so always select the one which is mentioned as per the lab instruction. Now once you have updated all these things, you can save it and we'll move forward to the next file. So just come over here and just come to this file. Wait a second. Yes, html.go file. Now here basically we have to change the class to card color from blue to orange, they have mentioned over here. So just update it also. So just update it from here, and just we have to run another basically modify other file, that is main.go. So here two files are here in same name, that is main test and main go. Do not open the main test go. Okay, only open the main.go. Now here update the version from 1 to 2, and then you have to just click on file and then save it. Click on file, save it, and then open the terminal like this. So once open the terminal, we have to just push the commits. So just push it, update the version as comment, and then we'll push the new feature also. It will take some time. You can see over here when you click on it at the bottom, you can see that the basically version is being created on the cloud compute. Now you can just copy this basically proxy and then try to run. Now if you directly check the score, chances are there you may not get the score instantly, so you need to wait for it to get completed. Now if you want, you can run it on the cloud shell. Come over here, just come over here and paste it, and then the another thing which you have to run is the curl command. Okay, curl command you need to run. So use the control C to exit if you want to exit it. Now here let me see the status. So basically currently it is not being loaded, but still we have time. It will, yes, you can see the sample app plus new feature. Now it is being loaded over here. So you can see here that it is being loaded. Now just paste it. You can see the status is now failure. Do not worry, it will take some time to update to success. So you can just wait and just like the video in case you haven't liked it yet. Now we'll check the score again. So here it's taking some of the time, so wait for it. So finally it is executed, I think so. So let's check the score. So it's still taking some time. Do not worry, you can just keep waiting for some time. So as you can see at the bottom, the sample app is being deployed and merged. So now here just keep running each command one by one. You can see here the progress is being updated. When you click on the status, you can see the build status, stable build, or basically the last build status, all are covered over here. Okay,